Welcome back, WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and WNST.net. We are in preparation for a huge July of Hall of Fame chats and bringing together old friends and new. This guy has been a recurring sponsor and friend here of WNST for a better part of most of this century, and doing things at Roofing by Elite, Maryland's most trusted roofer. But more than that, a local guy from the east side doing roofs, but a Ravens fan here getting ready for the quiet period, right? Like we got about 6 months here, or 6 weeks here, we can mow our lawn, right?
Yeah, just about.
Well, they broke camp last week, right? And I guess there's more optimism now that we've seen him run around a little bit more. And I think there's been some more, talk about the offense and the seeing Earl Thomas in like a real Ravens jersey, seeing Hollywood out there running around, even if he is a slight build of a guy. You feeling like this is a playoff team? And more than that, I don't get the sense that most of the fans feel like, rah, 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 we were a playoff team last year. It feels like last year's division championship and sort of the one playoff game we got has left a little bit of a bitter taste in that it feels like we didn't make the playoffs at all to some degree.
Yeah, I could see that. I think a part of it is, maybe people were almost used to not making the playoffs. So all of a sudden we make the playoffs and it's like, wow, okay, I remember this.
How can I get a ticket?
Yeah. So I'll be honest, I'm on board. I'd say we are going to make the playoffs. Now I'm not going to make a proclamation like, the Browns fans and that we've already won the Super Bowl.
It always comes back to that, doesn't it? Last year when I went into town for the Ray Lewis events, I wound up walking through downtown Cleveland. If you remember, they were in Hard Knocks, right? So yeah. I took a selfie of myself in front of the Hard Knocks billboard and thought to myself, aren't they always going to be this? Aren't they always going to be this laughingstock? And suddenly, I'm all for optimism, and I'm all for thinking you can go and win the division and be a playoff team. But, put the horse in front of the cart, not the other way around. They haven't done anything for them to be the super, but for us to be laughing about it sort of puts it into perspective to what we think about it, because go out and start the season 6-1, and then we'll put you on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, we've been down this road. The infamous Dream Team in Philly, other teams where in the NFL more than any other sport, you can't buy yourself a championship. I can't recall that ever happening. So while Cleveland's going to be better, they're not a Super Bowl team. I'll put money on that.
How about that St. Louis Blues just won a Stanley Cup? You can't name a player, right? Literally, right? Like we talk about teamwork and we talk about what happens in off seasons and special things that happen. That in every good team. The year the Orioles are really good, we really didn't see it coming, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and really in 2012, did anybody really see the Ravens, as the Super Bowl team in the beginning of the season? So I don't see Cleveland pulling this off. They got a lot of, firepower, sure, but those personalities, they're going to clash. We know that. And I can't wait to see it on the sidelines.
The Giants are in the business of winning football games too, right? Like they don't just get rid of their best player because they didn't want to pay him or something. You know what I mean? Like it's ludicrous. They got rid of him because they couldn't stand him anymore. They needed a divorce, And that speaks volumes to what you're getting when you're getting Antonio Brown and Hard Knocks out in Oakland, right?
Yeah, that's going to be some entertainment there. I'm excited to see that Hard Knocks to kick off the football season. That should be entertaining for sure.
Well, ratings will be up on that. Brian Lease is here. He is from Roofing by Elite, Maryland's most trusted roofer. He's been our pal for a number of years around here. You can find them at roofingbyelite.com, doing all sorts of stuff. From the roofing side of things, like, I'm from the east side, right? I got a small house. I call you, no problem, to come out and check out like my mom's roof on the east side?
Not a problem. We're up and down 95, around 695. We're 495. D.C., Baltimore, Harford County, Cecil County, Carroll County, anywhere you are, that's where we are.
Shingle roofs and single ply roofs. I'm not an insider on all this. You got two different buttons to click on the website, man.
Yeah, so everybody knows what a shingle roof is, but then not a lot of people know what a single ply roof is. And basically what that pertains to is a low slope roof. Most people commonly know it as a flat roof. So a lot of roofs, on people's houses, you have a shingle roof, but then all of a sudden you may have a back porch area that has a flat roof on it, which tends to be a tricky roof to deal with for a lot of roofing companies. But this is something that we're well versed in and can help the customer out with.
It hasn't been like stinky hot here yet, and we're getting up on that. I mean, I was checking the weather for the stick show down at the beach this weekend. Looks lovely. It's been some nice nights. I mean, a little too much pollen for me, making my eyes bleed. But this is the time of the year when the roofs go from 110, 120 degrees during the day to night. That's when you have problems on a roof, right? It's the temperature as much as it's the rain and the wind and the elements, right?
Yeah, I mean, a temperature plays a big impact. And not only that, I mean, you couple that obviously with the rain, and we're getting tons of rain this year. I mean, I don't know if you've heard, but we literally have set records in Maryland for the amount of rainfall that we've had. So with that, if anybody out there has a roof leak, feel free to give us a call. We can come check it out and hopefully save your roof. Do a simple repair, or worst case, if you need a replacement, we can give you a pretty good price on that as well.
301-937-4846. Best way to find him is at roofingbyelite.com. Brian Lease here, and he's going to be joining us at various points, all summer long here, and getting in on the conversation. Talk about the educational part of this, and where you go. The roof's one thing you don't think so much about, right? Because it's like not the refrigerator or electricity in your house, or when something breaks, your toaster breaks, you go get another one. Sometimes you don't know. On a maintenance level, how often should someone have someone on their roof of their home?
Well, I mean,
somebody calling you right now. See, I got people calling already.
This is working out great. So we would recommend literally once a year, and that would be in the fall. You can kind of kill two birds with one stone, where you can get your gutters cleaned, and while we're up there, we can take a look at the overall condition of your roof and give you a report on the condition, on recommendations, and go from there.
Nice work. Roofing by Elite, 301-937-4846, residential, commercial, metal roofing. You can see it all up on the website, as well as some of the projects there. Hey, man, hang in there this summer. I'm on a little bit of a sabbatical on the Orioles in July. Luke goes down to Wildwood, and the Orioles are well ensconced in last place. We got no football until July 25th, which is my wedding anniversary. My mom's birthday's the next day. We got Billy Joel and stuff going on. But for the next couple weeks, we're doing Hall of Fame chats. So, I'm looking forward to that. I know you're an old school listener as well. So if you miss some of those John Ogdens or Ray Lewis's or Ed Reeds or Shannon Sharps or Rod Woodsons anywhere along the road, you'll be able to hear them next month. How about that?
That sounds awesome. I'm ready for it.
Brian, get off the roof, man. Stay cool, all right? We'll see you soon, all right?
All right, thanks.
Go answer the phone. Brian Lease, Roofing by Elite, Eastsider, longtime Ravens friend. Been on some road trips with us, PSL holder, the whole nine, and a good supporter of WNST. We appreciate that. And if you're in the residential place and your home needs someone to get out on it, these are the folks you need to call, Roofing by Elite. Check them out at roofingbyelite.com. Nasty at WNST.net finds me. Big July ahead. Big summer ahead here. Got a lot of concerts, got a lot of stuff. I've been playing the wacky promo with all the Hall of Famers saying hello back in the 1990s before I was even at WNST. It's forced me to go through some old pictures. It's been kind of nostalgic, or as my wife says, nostalgic. Nasty at WNST.net's the best way to find me. And the buyatoyota.com audio vault. We're going to chunk everything in there. David Bowie, Billy Joel, Merlin Olsen, Bill Walton, all of this awesome stuff. Brooks Robinson, Earl Weaver, Mike Messina, Tommy Lasorda, Tom Glavine, Greg Maddox. All of it's going to be in there. Randy Johnson. All of it's going to be in the buyatoyota.com audio vault, so you can check it all out there. I'm also out on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Snapchat and Instagram. I think I'm going to stream some of the interviews, the longer form interviews, as sort of a DVD documentary. I'll stop the tape and talk about some of the interviews, and you'll see the shades of red on my face as I say stupid stuff to Geddy Lee when I was 19 years old. Almost famous. We are WNST.net, AM 1570, WNST Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking roofing, Baltimore positive, and Baltimore sports.